What creature has been haunting my dreams? Yeah. Now, anyway, over to you, Nelson. Greetings, you oft-nabbed goats. I hope you're doing well. My name is Graham, and this is the Crack-a-Pack on LRRMTG, where today I'm joined by Nelson. Hello, Nelson.
Oft-nabbed Nelly.
Oft-nabbed Nelson, who's going to open a collector booster of Lorwyn Eclipsed. Over to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Wow. I have to stop at the package for a second. Sorry. It's
Everything's so gorgeous.
so pretty. Like,
everything.
is this a Rebecca Gay? Like,
I have no idea.
okay, all right. I will crack a pack, I promise.
Oh, yeah. There's a little rippy at the top.
Is there a little rippy? Oh, they give you a little hint.
It only does like the corner of it, but it's enough to sort of get into it.
Get started.
At time of recording, I've seen like 20 cards plus whatever we've opened thus far today.
Okay, I am very new to this set as well. I think I've seen like 10 cards. To begin with, a Scarblade's Malice. So this is an instant that says target creature you control gets a death touch and lifelink until end of turn. When that creature dies this turn, create a 2/2 black and green elf creature token.
No, nice.
Yeah, also, we talked about this before, but the set symbol is absolutely gorgeous on this this new Lorwyn expansion as well. And this looks like someone who's full of regret. But probably not for playing this card. This seems like it's pretty clever. You know, you get to trade your creature for theirs, or maybe yours.
You may even be leveling your creature up if it's just a 1/1.
You might be, you might be just like giving your creature death touch and lifelink, and even though it doesn't die in combat, so that it like death touches something and survives. But usually you're gonna be losing your creature, but getting a 2/2 elf. And so there's gonna probably be decks where like, oh, I made a 2/2 elf appear at instant speed, and even that will be valuable.
Only if the creature dies, though.
Yeah, so when your own creature dies, right? Like target creature you control gets death touch and lifelink. So hopefully it's killing something in combat.
Yeah.
But then when your own creature dies, you get a 2/2.
Sweet.
Yeah. Pretty cool, honestly. Prideful Feastling, 2 and an Orzhov hybrid for a 2/3 changeling lifelink. And the form that the creature has taken for the card is like a lion Medusa? Like it's like a mane full of snakes?
Whoa.
Yeah. So
This reminds me,
we can see why it's prideful.
It reminds me of one of the black-white hybrid creatures from...
Like Eventide?
Yeah. I don't remember the name of it, but there's kind
William?
of a... No, that's like a witch thing.
Yeah.
But there is like it's one of the ones that cares about casting black or white spells.
Right.
And I think it looks kind of like this, but this is a shapeshifter, so it's wrong in some way.
All right, let us know in the comments which Eventide Orzhov hybrid creature Graham is thinking of.
What creature has been haunting my dreams? Yeah. Now, anyway, over to you, Nelson.
We've got another combat trick here. It's Riverguard's Reflexes. 1 and a white for an instant. Target creature gets +2/+2 and gains first strike until end turn. Untap it.
Ooh, that's going to kill some things.
Yes.
Okay, I've got to really lock that one in there. That at any time with 2 mana, 1 of them white, they could untap a creature and give it first strike.
Yeah.
I've got to try and internalize that before I start playing limited.
This Cracker Pack brought to you right after Graham's match where he got blown out by combat tricks, right?
Oh no!
It doesn't give it reach.
Yeah, well, small mercies.
Yeah, Shore Lurker. This is a 4-mana 3/3 flying merfolk. When it enters, surveil 1.
A flying merfolk?
Flying merfolk? Yeah, that's different.
Okay.
It doesn't look like it's riding anything either. It just has weird merfolk wings, right? Like it is.
Huh.
Is that?
Flying fish can only really glide, so maybe that's where we're going with this.
The foiling might be hurting my ability to comprehend what's happening in the art here, but it looks like this merfolk just can fly. So it's a whole new world. Talrand was right, like Talrand apologists rejoice. Because frankly, it would seem... Is this a biblically accurate merfolk? Is that what's going on?
It does look like it's got way too many limbs and some of them are wings.
A lot of wings happening. Maybe there's another merfolk we don't see in the art?
I don't know.
Okay, more comments. It's Enraged Flamecaster, a 3/2 reach elemental sorcerer for 2 and a red with whenever you cast a spell with mana value 4 or greater, this creature deals 2 damage to each opponent.
Ooh, fun. I love stuff like that.
The raccoons are back.
Yes.
Cast big spells. Ooh, another Orzhov hybrid creature. This one, fantastic work on the foiling. It almost looks 3D. Reaping Willow, 1 and 3 hybrid black-white symbol, so 4 mana for a 3/6 Treefolk Cleric. multiple relevant creature types. We're into the uncommons now.
Wow,
by the way.
okay.
This is an uncommon. It's got 3 abilities. Lifelink. This creature enters with 2 -1/-1 counters on it. Okay. So
It's a big.
that's a big
mechanic.
ability.
Big theme in the set too.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So when you cast this and comes in play, you are putting 2 -1/-1 counters on it, even though it enters with them. I'm pretty sure that counts as putting them
Yeah.
on. Actually, like a 1/4 for 4, but lifelink. And one more ability: 1 and a hybrid black-white, and remove 2 counters from this creature. Return target creature card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Activate only as a sorcery. Kind of weird little mini Sun Titan. That's a 3/6.
very
lifelink.
cool.
And it's really, really pretty. Rhymekin Recluse. 2 and a blue for a 3/2 elemental wizard with when this enters, return up to 1 other target creature to its owner's hand. Wow, okay, so Mana War with an extra power.
And it's a wizard.
And an elemental. I thought it was going to be a merfolk because it's like a humanoid, but there's humanoid elementals on.
Yeah,
it's just been a while.
the Rhymekin seem to be up a mountain.
All right, I got an equipment. Ooh, it's the Bark of Doran. Aww.
Doran.
1 and a white for an artifact equipment with equipped creature gets +0/+1, and as long as equipped creature's toughness is greater than its power, it assigns combat damage equal to its toughness rather than its power. And it equips for 1.
Nice.
Okay, so very straightforward. If I asked you what you thought the equipment that's called Bark of Doran does,
Probably makes your toughness bigger and makes you hit with your toughness.
you'd probably guess correctly
Yeah.
that it makes your toughness bigger and makes you hit with your toughness instead. Doran would be satisfied.
Love it.
Silvergill Mentor costs 1 and a blue for a 2/1 Merfolk Wizard with, as an additional cost to cast a spell, Behold a Merfolk or pay 2. Now, this Behold ability has a name now since Tarkir Dragonstorm.
Yeah. It's just behold.
Behold, well, there was a very similar version in the first Lorwyn set before they were calling it Behold.
Which was champion.
No. It was just written out. It didn't have a keyword ability. It was just on a few cards, kind of like this, kind of like Silvergill Adept, where you have to pay more mana if you don't already control a merfolk.
Oh, yeah,
Right?
yeah. Okay.
So similarly, you can either choose a merfolk to
we've
control
seen-
or reveal a merfolk from your hand.
We've seen other Kindred Behold cards today that are different from this. They don't have the extra cost. They're like you behold a goblin or something and you do this other thing.
Gotcha.
But this is different.
Optional pay mana. They could have fully 2026 this by saying like, or waterbend too.
Right.
I'm sure they didn't do that, but
Or just, it's a blue card in 2026. Just do whatever.
I think it would have been cool if the Lorwyn Merfolk got to waterbend. Sorry, I've been playing a lot of Avatar Magic still. Okay, so when this creature enters, you create a 1/1 white and blue Merfolk creature token. So pretty strong. This is quite a card. I don't know if it makes a difference in Legacy Merfolk anymore, but if it had come out in first Lorwyn, this would be like, oh wow, we gotta get 4 of these together for a standard deck. Okay, I'm just gonna need a minute as I process all of Jason Mowry's full art foil forest here.
Whoa.
There's a lot going on. Yeah.
Whoa. That's
Stop.
really cool.
And smell the bark
Yeah. That's very pretty.
and mosses and whatnot. Okay, so
Rare's time.
okay, first off, Harmonized Crescendo. 4 blue for an instant with Convoke. Choose a creature type, draw a card for each permanent you control of that type. Okay, it's an instant speed. Oh, I've forgotten what it's called, but there's a common that's a similar sort of thing where you, for 3 and a blue, you can draw cards equal to the number of creatures you control of the same creature type, and it's very popular in Pauper. Pauper players are screaming their heads off if they're watching this right now. Distant Melodies, I'm pretty sure that's right.
Nice. And this is an instant and has Convoke.
Yes, this one's an instant with Convoke, so
Pretty good.
it's kind of an upgrade, but it's not available in Pauper, which is the
Sorry.
only place where I think Distant Melodies gets a lot of play. But hey, maybe Commander Kindred decks, or even, I don't know, I'm sure it'll show up in Limited. Okay, we've got the Reaper, King No More, with the Commander Setsum, I'm guessing, or some
The
sort
Reaper King was deposed?
Looks like the Reaper is no longer the king, according to
Okay.
this. Now, the mana cost, instead of 5 sets of hybrid mana with 2 instead, which is like the most complicated mana symbol in all of Magic, it's
When
just...
it's too generic or a color?
Yeah, exactly. It's just 3 of them, no white or blue. Those are the colors of royalty, apparently. Anyway,
So it's just Jund now.
yes, we've got Jund. So we've got the casting cost of Sprouting Thrinax if it could be paid with 2 generic per symbol instead. It's a 3/3 legendary artifact creature Scarecrow. When it enters, put a -1/-1 counter on each of up to 2 target creatures. And Whenever a creature an opponent controls with a -1/-1 counter on it dies, you may put that card onto the battlefield under your control. Do this only once each turn. So that's pretty cool. This could be a fun commander.
Yes, it could.
Definitely could be a limited blowout.
I'm in.
Ashling's Command. Oh, cool. Ashling's still around. And we have a new kind of showcase border that I haven't seen before. 3 blue-red for a Kindred instant elemental. So this is an elemental card if you have tutor for elementals. Or
It's a command, traditionally very fair and powerful.
All right, for sure. It says choose to create a token that's a copy of target elemental you control. Target player draws 2 cards. Ashling's Command deals 2 damage to each creature target player controls. And target player creates 2 treasure tokens untapped. 2 untapped treasure tokens. Sorry.
Whoa.
I'll be choosing that mode a lot. This seems sweet. It's in the base set. Like, watch out. This is another instant, right?
Why? This art is very Snow Miser versus Heat Miser.
I don't know what that means.
I mean that respectfully. It's one of the Rankin and Bass Christmas specials.
Yes. Okay, very good. But yeah, if they have 5 mana and you go to attack, and then they're just like, well, I'll clone my 4/4 evoke creature, and I'll also deal 2 damage to each creature you control, and then I'll block, and yeah, your games be over at that point. I don't know. Yeah, this looks like
each creature.
Yeah, this one is in the base set, so you watch out. This is a pretty scary rare for them to have.
One of the modes is a one-sided pyroclasm.
Yeah, so you have the one-sided pyroclasm, you have the copy at instant speed, so flash in elemental, and then the safe ones are like draw 2 cards, make 2 treasures.
Love it.
Bristlebane Battler. 1 and a green for a 6/6 Kithkin soldier.
That's a big Kithkin.
We'll keep reading. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Trample Ward 2. This enters with 5 -1/-1 counters.
Okay.
Whenever another creature you control enters while this has a -1/-1 counter on it, remove a -1/-1 counter for this creature. Okay. So pretty straightforward little quest.
Yeah.
So normally we see a card like this, it's like a 1/1 like Quirion Dryad, where it's like whenever you do something, put a +1/+1 counter on this, and there's kind of there's a long form series of grow creatures throughout the game. It's not like there's just one cycle or anything. But with this one, they said, okay, we want to use -1/-1 counters because obviously that plays a big part of this set, as it did first Lorwyn and Shadowmoor as well. And so they're like, well, we're going to top out how much you can grow. Right. It can only grow to be a 6/6.
Only be a 6/6 at maximum.
Yeah, unless you do something, do something else.
I do like that because you can feel fairly safe playing it on turn 2 as a 1/1 because it does have Ward 2.
Does Ward 2?
Like, it's not to say they can't do something on turn 3, but that would take their entire turn 3. So
yes. Yeah, if they want to shock it, they have to pay the ward. And lastly, I have Oko, Lorwyn Liege.
Ooh.
3 mana Oko. I'm sure this is going to be totally fair. So 2 and a blue for a legendary Oko with 3 starting loyalty. And at the beginning of your first main phase, you may pay green. If you do, transform Oko. So we'll look at the back in a second. Also, +2, up to 1 target creature gains all creature types.
Yeah.
Okay. Or +1, target creature gets -2 until your next turn. So both of those are sort of defensive. But barely, like there's not a lot of defense going on here for your 3 mana Planeswalker. But then on the back, if you survive till a first main phase, you get Oko, Shadowmoor Scion. Oh, nice. They did Lorwyn Liege and Shadowmoor Scion. So if you haven't learned already, probably if you're watching this broadcast, you know that Lorwyn and Shadowmoor are this interesting plane that shifts back and forth.
They're the same, kind of.
So on the back of Oko, the Shadowmoor Scion says at the beginning of your first main phase, you may pay blue if you do transform Oko.
Okay. So you can just keep doing that turn on turn.
Each turn you can swap back and forth if you want. Also, it doesn't exile.
Yeah, because so the loyalty stays the same.
Yeah, but also the game will know that you've used a Planeswalker ability on this Planeswalker, even if you had like a way to activate.
Some other way to
There's some cards that let you do loyalty abilities at instant speed. Yeah.
Is it only pluses on the Lorwyn side and only minuses on the Shadowmoor side?
So the 3 minuses on the Shadowmoor side are -1, mill 3 cards. You may put a permanent card from among them into your hand. Okay.
Cool, sure.
-3 is create 2 3/3 green elk creatures.
Elk.
And -6, choose a creature type. You get an emblem with creatures you control, the chosen type. Get +3/+3 and have vigilance and hexproof.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. So there's a lot going on here.
Yes, there is.
It's a Planeswalker. It's from the main set. So in limited, most Planeswalkers are kind of gas. Like they're all more or less, maybe Tybalt excluded, good enough that if unmolested, they will win you the game with their card advantage. If nothing else too scary is happening on the opposing side. And that's certainly true of Oko here. We can put some loyalty in, pay a mana, cash out for creatures and a big emblem. It also can try to draw you cards or do creature type shenanigans. So I don't know. Yeah, there's a lot going on
It's
with
Oko.
that card.
It does everything.
It's Oko. Yeah, it doesn't seem nearly as scary as first 3 mana Oko.
True. Now,
Yeah.
in the universe that I alluded to earlier, where we're drafting collector boosters,
Right.
Are you first picking Oko or something else entirely?
I might take this Ashling's command.
It does seem really strong.
Yeah. I also like Reaping Willow. I haven't done, obviously, any drafts of this format yet, so it's possible that, like, Silvergill Mentor is the best card to take.
This has added, how many cards are in this pack? 14? This has added 14 cards to my knowledge of the set. So,
Right, yeah, you hadn't seen any of these cards yet.
No.
I kind of don't hate the Reaper as a first pick or the Bristlebane Battler if you're like, I know how to win. We just take the Travel Prep deck or whatever, right? So I think that's totally fine. But yeah, Oko and Ashling's Command, knowing nothing else about the set, I think I would choose between these two to take as a first pick because they both threaten to do a lot.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully you will get a chance to do a lot when you play some Lorwyn Eclipsed. But for now, that is it for the Crack-A-Pack. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining me, Nelson.
My pleasure.
Yeah, this has been a lot of fun. Everything we do here at Loading Ready Runs brought to you by you, be that on our Patreon or subscribing on Twitch or becoming a member on YouTube. This pack was brought to us by Wizards of the Coast, so thanks to them for that. And if you're watching during the PPR, please enjoy. PPR will be right back momentarily. And if you're watching on YouTube, follow the channel. Yeah. Thanks, everybody. See you later.
Bye.